said, I'm an independent research consultant from Bangalore. I conduct studies on social innovation, social entrepreneurship, and CSR initiatives. I conduct research studies on how to monitor and how to do analysis of current projects and setting up new projects and research on how to measure the impacts of social innovation. So some of my case studies have been on various social enterprises operating in retail sector, in health sector, in water, and spread through different cities and villages in India. So today I'm going to talk about the social entrepreneurship landscape in India, which is kind of has got a deep and long history, whereas so let's see how it started. So let's start with a quote from Bill Drayton, which says, social entrepreneurs are not just content to give a fish or teach how to fish. They will not rest until they have revolutionized the fishing industry. Bill Drayton, as you know, is the founder of Ashoka. Ashoka is an organization which is dedicated to finding and helping social entrepreneurs around the world. It is established in the 80s in India and in US as well, and as of 2010, Ashoka Foundation has identified 2,145 fellows in 73 countries across the world. So these fellows, Ashoka fellows, have went on and set up social businesses with huge impact on communities where they operate. So let's examine what exactly is social entrepreneurship. The definitions of social enterprise has been varied and quite a few. There is yet to be a standard definition. So let's check out some key features. One of the main prominent features which kind of depicts in all the definitions is the market-based business solution for persistent social problems and needs that are unmet by the government or private sector or other major actors. Social entrepreneurship, which is, it borrows creativity and innovation from business world, and it applies it imaginatively to address social issues such as poverty or livelihood issues. Social entrepreneurs, of course, they identify with the market. It utilizes the resources to the best, but focused on creating social value, which is value for the bottom of the pyramid population, rather than pursuing a personal economic profit. So innovative business models are created to, disperse low-cost products and services to meet societal demands. It generally works along with the market forces. A classic example would be to give that of Grameen Bank from Bangladesh, started by Mohammed Yunus. By setting up Grameen Bank, Mohammed Yunus actually created a revolution in the world of micro-lending. Grameen Bank was set up in 1983 and has provided microcredit to as little as like $10 as startup capital for micro-enterprises, which paved way for financial self-sustainability and has found way out of poverty for families of Bangladesh. His organization actually helps to spread the concept of micro-lending around the world, and with recognizing his work with the Nobel Prize in 2006, which he has won several accolades, and his concepts are well studied and replicated throughout the world. So let's move on to India. India, as you know, is world's second most populous country, and it's the fifth largest economy in terms of GDP. But when you consider the per capita income, as far as the IMF records, it's $3,600 per head, which places India 159th among the world's countries. But when you look at India's growth, it is almost set at 10.45%, which is kind of featuring one of the highest growth rates in the world. Yes, it's all contradictory factors. India, 3/5 of its population live in rural areas. Well, approximately 53% of country's total employment is in agriculture, but that contributes only to 19% of its GDP. The manufacturing accounts for 56%, and the remaining 55% is from the service sector. Records show that almost 41% of India's population live under poverty line, and adult literacy is only 63%. Given these situations, India is kind of a country with contradictions. So there is no dearth for resources, but how the resources are distributed, how it is utilized, is where the question is. So India's social enterprise history can be traced like this. So social enterprise, as I said earlier, it was a term coined by Vendrason of Ashoka Foundation. Social enterprise has took on to India's development sector around 2000-2005, with aid pouring in from overseas and from domestic investors. Definitely drawing heavily on the motivation provided by Grameen Bank. Microfinance sector almost had a great growth. It went leaps and bounds in 2000 with FK's microfinance and various other government-funded microfinance projects linked with public sector banks and private sector banks, and various business models projected by each of them, and it created a lot of opportunity for social enterprise to grow in India. So in India, most social enterprises are definitely for-profit. It is committed to have a social impact, definitely having a bottom of the pyramid focus and working in critical needs sector. In terms of legal structure, social enterprises in India are generally private limited companies, which are registered as private limited companies because it is easier to raise capital from multiple resources and transfer ownership. It's a stark contrast to similar sized entrepreneurship, which are categorized as small or medium enterprises. They are typically registered as proprietorship. But social enterprises, for the reason of transferring ownership, like I said earlier, raising capital, they are mostly registered as private limited companies. There is also this hybrid model where there is the for-profit and not-for-profit sector goes hand in hand. The for-profit entity mostly look after the operations, well as the non-profit entity provides support services, which includes employee training and the welfare of their employees, skill development and impact measurement. All those things are carried out by not-for-profit entities. It's very much appealing to social enterprises because they can raise funds through the traditional NGO way, where you resource funds like grants and then trust funds, and those they can also siphon in the philanthropic funds which they get. So a hybrid model in that way is appealing to many of the social enterprises. I'm showing some samples drawn out from various social enterprise sectors in India. Mainly I have drawn out samples from 5 sectors: energy, retail, healthcare, water, and education. Let's examine the first section. I have chosen a telco. Telco is a solar energy provider, solar lamp provider to the rural sector. It is registered as a public limited company. It is also an NGO. It has an NGO wing which promotes skills training. It is called the Telco Foundation. It collaborates with different agencies and provides training to in the solar energy sector. In this picture, you can see solar lamp lighting a street vendor's shop. It's a vegetable shop by the side of the street, and you can also spot 2 children, 2 students still in their uniform, doing their homework under the light. It's a very impressive picture which shows, how light can bring in different types of social impact, where the mother carries out her livelihood option and where the children are equipping themselves for their future life. So, telco, as you know, in India, the records show that 44% of the rural household has no electricity. Telco was established in 1995. It provides sustainable energy solutions, and it also provides a service to underserved households and local businesses. So far, they have installed more than 125,000 homes with solar systems, and 2/3 of their customers, it's an interesting fact where 2/3 of their customers survive with less than $3 to $4 per day, but still they could afford a solar system. When though there is this argument that solar energy is not cheap, it requires more investment, the maintenance costs are higher, but this telco has proven that solar systems can survive despite low financial input. Telco has also been selected for the prestigious Ashton Awards twice, in 2005 and 2007, and it has gathered several accolades from different sectors for the affordable lighting solutions. It also has interestingly forged partnerships with regional banks, commercial banks, and NGOs and farmer cooperatives, so that they can develop financial solutions that can match the cash flow of the target client base. It's not just they are providing solutions; they are also finding ways through which people can access these solutions. And each of their solution is custom based. Like if it is for a street vendor, it's a different sort of business plan they provide as with the household requirement. So they have adopted a unique way of styling their product in order to suit the clientele. They have also developed a different way of scaling up, where they don't use the franchisees, or they don't scale up just by establishing different shops at different centers at different locations. What they're doing is they're trying to create a new set of entrepreneurs in the field by their NGO sector, the SEO wing, which is the Telco Foundation Incubation Center. They are actually developing their own competitors. Moving on to the other sector, which is retail. Retail, again, the sample I have chosen is interesting because it has got a hybrid structure. It has got clearly 2 divisions, where one one witnessing and their enduring. So the industry, this picture shows shop front of a shop of the industry's Madras brand. The shop is in Bangalore. They have got several outlets all over India. It was a private limited company founded in 1994. It mainly sold home accessories which are made from villages but sold through their branded stores. They mainly concentrated on export in the initial years. Later they established NGO Foundation, which is called Industry Foundation, and it carried out training for rural artisans and skill development. So it is like by finding a market for their wares, and it kind of collaborates with various farmers and farmers who make raw materials, and then artisans who turn the materials into final products. They have also a design wing which provides for modern designs which suit the modern households and niche. They have found a niche market for the kind of materials which are made of entirely natural fibers and handcrafted. So it creates like a rural industry value chain through the formation of producer companies and then linking into access India's retail sector and also global markets. So Madras is a brand by industry, and it has got now around 10 outlets in Bangalore, and they have got stores in other metro cities of India. Moving on, we look at the healthcare sector, which is, I have chosen a sample of Valsalya Hospital. Valsalya actually is hospitals that are established in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities of India. In India, 70% of the Indian population lives in rural areas. They have little or no access to proper health care. But contrasting to that is the fact that 80% of hospitals employing 85% of qualified medical professionals are located in major metros or larger towns. So Valsalya came up with this idea of establishing hospitals in the rural sector, catering for the basic healthcare needs of semi-urban and rural population. They have this facilities where you can have all your basic healthcare requirements met at a much reduced cost. And also these hospitals come up with basic facilities where they don't have high-end equipment, but what they do have is medical professionals, trained medical professionals. They source their staff from locally, they train them and they employ them in their hospitals, which are, you won't find fancy setup like as you would find in a metro hospital, like cafeterias or parks or welfare clinics and those sort of things. What Valsalya would provide is basic healthcare, basic checkups, which is what is required for the rural population. What the basic needs that needs to be met on a regular basis. So the business model is structured for a financially viable and scalable option. So in the past 5 years, it has already set up 9 hospitals across various rural areas in South India, and created a capacity of 450 beds and treated closely to 1,75,000 patients, which is making it kind of largest hospital healthcare chains in Central West India. The next one is the water sector. It's called the project I'm chosen is Sreevidya, which that is a Sanskrit word which means water for everyone. Again, it has a hybrid structure where if you look at the picture, you can see women taking water from water ATMs, which is a very novel and interesting concept. And they have this remotely monitored filtration unit, which is the picture beside it. So, Sreevidya was founded by Thermal Foundation in Gujarat. As you know, clean water, access to clean water is a major problem faced by rural India and also in urban India. So this foundation came up with a solution for low-cost clean drinking water. Although it is an NGO, the Sreevidya is a private limited company. It operates in a franchisee-based model where it has 150 outlets which supply water at an affordable cost to the bottom of the pyramid population. So far, their records say that they have supplied more than 200 million liters of clean drinking water with 75,000 regular customers and 6 states, plus they have created 400 plus job opportunities. So they have innovative systems in place, which is a cloud-based remote monitoring system combined with in-class reverse osmosis and ultrafiltration units, which provide real-time intelligence, quality management, and reducing the operational cost for water purification. They have also this cloud-managed, solar-powered, cashless vending ecosystem, which is they call it as water ATM. And it enables the availability of clean drinking water 24 hours a day. They also have this customer ERP system which manages all these water enterprises from source to consumption, all cloud-based technology they use. So it's a very innovative, very creative enterprise which uses technology to its best advantage and to provide a low-cost service to bottom of the pyramid sector. The next one is from the education sector. It's called Barefoot College. It's an NGO. It solely operates as an NGO. You can see a woman from rural India. She's working on various solar panels. She's learning how to make them, how to repair them, how to install, how to service. All these things are taught to her by Barefoot College. This NGO was founded in 1972. It is maybe the oldest social enterprise to be featured in this presentation by Mr. Bagaron. The policy of Barefoot College is to take students, primarily women, from the poorest of poor villages and teach them those skills and to build, install, repair solar lamps, to install water pumps. They also teach women for essential healthcare services. So all these are taught to women who are completely illiterate. So that's a very interesting factor where you impart learning which is essentially required for your survival, for your well-being, rather than just learning how to read and write. It doesn't help immediately to sort out immediate problems. So this is like identify the problem, rectify it where it is required. So this is an interesting concept, and it says since they have launched their solar course, they have trained 300 barefoot engineers who have brought power to more than 13,000 homes across India. They have a campus in Jaipur, Rajasthan, which is an 8-acre campus, which is totally powered by solar energy, and it is built and designed by former students themselves. Their approach is to have low-cost, centralized, community-driven work by capitalizing on the resources already present in villages. What are the challenges faced by social enterprise sector in India? The challenge is mainly it is a capital-hungry business with huge operation capital, where it will require the investors to wait patiently with minimum expectations or muted expectations on their capital. It also takes grants from incubators, funders, which are crucial, but the size of the grant mostly is so small that they have to run around a lot to get sufficient funding for them to take off. What requires is the gap between the enterprise needs and the investor expectation needs to be filled. So this requires innovative business models. This requires investors to have confidence that their money is going to be spent well, and the returns and profits are assured. It requires some more reworking of the business models, but there are signs that we are moving positively ahead. So what holds for future? Social enterprises have a much greater impact potential within a very short span of time, which is evident from India's social enterprise sector, as we have seen from the examples, which are very few hand-picked examples, but the social enterprise sector is booming at the moment when there is corporate responsibility initiatives are also funding into social enterprise sector. It's profit with purpose. Of course, we need profit, which promotes research and development, innovation, use of technology, which increases efficiency by multitude. Definitely, profit helps to pay back investors and thereby encourage more investment. So we should, when we say about social enterprise, it's not just the fatigue to create goodness, well-being to the society. It is also run as a prudential business. It's run as prudently in order to create social impact, but definitely with economic gain. It enables the accreditation. The more you have access to funds, the more enables it to go to rural areas where technology or development has not happened, which thereby increases the quality of life of millions in the bottom of the pyramid sector, which is what the impact which social enterprises can have on society, especially in a developing country like India, is immense. Resources for India, I list a few of the major resources where you can access information and secure Indian funds for projects in India. Ashoka, of course, is the first player in this sector in India. It operates for the past 3 decades, and it's a foundation that promotes social entrepreneurship and individual entrepreneurs. It also provides the platform for showcasing your business. It also provides for competitions where you can enter in with your ideas and then secure funds, connect with funders, probable funders in future as well. STI is another organization which is an NGO which promotes new entrepreneurs. It also provides platforms for interaction, and several experts are on their committees all over India. They have got branches, so it's a kind of a widely spread organization. National Innovation Council, again set up by Government of India, which is backed by venture capital funds. It promotes the innovation in development sector. Social venture funds is something which is proposed by the Securities Exchange Board of India. It is in the ideation stage where it takes social investors in social enterprise to take muted returns initially. Hopefully, they will get multiplied returns as the enterprise grows, as the sector grows. National Entrepreneurship Network is based out of Bangalore, where I am from. It's a hub for new entrepreneurs and students to take expert advice and exit funds. It provides a great platform with universities. It has ties with almost all the major universities in India. It has ties with major corporates. So it provides, it has a kind of intermediary role who links aspiring new entrepreneurs with mentors and funders. Unlimited India is the incubation, provides incubation for new entrepreneurs from a global forum. Unlimited India has got chapters in various major cities. There is a Sharp Foundation. We've got researchers from Sharp Foundation sitting next. It's also a major platform to highlight leading models of social entrepreneurship and social innovation. It has got abundance of research and insights into social entrepreneurship. So it's a highly recommendable platform for featuring your models or getting your ideas. XP Ideas is small-scale sustainable infrastructure development fund for innovators. Again, based out of Bangalore and also from USA, so it creates a kind of big funding for social entrepreneurs. Impact Investment Exchange Asia is a first of its kind social enterprise stock exchange. It is based out of Singapore. It's a very interesting feature to be presented in the social enterprise world, where you have a stock exchange where you can purchase stocks of upcoming social enterprises. So that is to close to my presentation. Hope you all gained some insight into the social enterprise landscape of India. Thank you.